Hello everyone, my name is Daffa Yudhistira Alif Pahlevi. I'm from Correctional Polytechnic Indonesia. In this video, I will read a story with the title Pied Piper of Hamelin. This is a text from my lecture. So, happy watching. Once upon a time, there was a lovely little town called Hamelin. The people of the village lived in peace and harmony for years. Harvests were good and the people prospered. There was tunes and dance from dawn to dusk. However, one day, almost everything in Hamelin changed. Thousands and thousands of rats instantly ran into the town. There were big rats and small rats, skinny rats and fat rats. The plague of monsters scratched their way into the house and swarmed through the streets. By nightfall, not just one part in Hamelin was untapped by the rats. The plague of rats drove the townspeople outraged. "There were rats on my decks," cried one man. "There are rats in my shoes," shouted another. Women ran from their kitchen in panic. Great black rats scurried into the shop cupboard and swarmed over their food. Kids cried and held one another. All the while, rats nibbled their toys and tugged at their dresses. Night times were more painful. Bunches of rats darted over the bedclothes and scratched on the floorboards all over the village. "There are rats in my mattress," sobbed one little girl. "There are rats on the roof," screamed her brother. Hamelin was loaded with the sounds of gnawing and thousands of scalding feet. The people put out mouse traps and prayed for the rats to go away, but nothing at all worked. The residents of Hamelin hurried out to find out the mayor. "Carry it off the Smiths," shouted the public. The mayor held out his hands in helplessness. "What can I do?" he questioned. "There are rats in my house as well." A couple of days later, a stranger requested to see the mayor. The curious fellow was dressed up from head to foot in red and yellow. He was holding a flute pipe. I am the pipe piper," he smiled. "I could make the rats disappear if you pay me 100 silver coins." Although he knew this was a small fortune, the mayor agreed. He would do anything in order to rid the town of this daunting plague of rats. "Don't forget your promise," warned the pipe piper. Sweeping out the door, the mayor watched from his window as the stranger walked across the main square. Then the pipe piper started to play an interesting tune. Rats streamed out the walls, the house and stores. Entranced by the melody, the pipe piper traveled towards the river, still playing the unusual tone on his pipe. The roads of Hamelin changed black with a torrent of deserting rats. The plague swept its way to the river bank. Rats after rats tumbled into the waters, never to be seen again. When each and every rat had perished, the pipe piper come back for his payment. "I have nothing for you," announced the mayor. The foolish man sent the pipe piper away without paying him a single penny. "Now I will perform another tune," promised the stranger, "and you will not be so pleased with the end result." The pipe piper walked out onto the street. He began to play a new refrain on his pipe. This tune was extremely haunting compared to previous. In all the homes and in all the streets of Hamelin, the children stopped playing. One by one, they joined following the pipe piper. The people called to their children to stop, but they also didn't appear to hear. The kids followed the pipe piper through the town and over the river. The pipe piper brought the captivated kids towards a great mountain. All of a sudden, an entrance sounded up in the rock. All the children of Hamelin skipped inside. The pipe piper danced on, leading the kids to a wonderful land blooming with the trees and shrubs and flowers. Just one little boy did not vanish into the mountainside. The little one had heard his leg and could only hobble on crutches. He witnessed his friends enter in the mountain, but he was too slow to follow along with them. The small kid made his way back to the village. The mayor ran up to him, his face filled with tension. "My friend are inside a mountain with the pipe people," cried the boy. "They will never return." The townspeople stormed into the market square. Furious parents pointed fingers and shook their fists at the mayor. "Where are our kids?" they demanded. The mayor hung his head, insane. "You must look at them," yelled the villagers. Bring out kids back to us." The mayor fled the town at once, ashamed by his grief. He spent years and years roaming the mountain trails, looking for the missing kids of Hamelin. Even when he grew aged and his clothes turned to rags, he never gave up on his journey. Some say that he is still out there exploring today. The things that we can learn from this story is to keep him promise. That's all from me. Thank you.